Do you have any clue what it feels like when something in life happens that can change everything that you worked so hard for? Or some type of catastrophe that literally destroys your American dream instantly? I'm David Washington, real estate broker, certified distressed property expert, motivational speaker, and entrepreneur. This video is a little bit different. I want to take the time to answer some of my viewers' questions. This was going to be my top pick of questions that would shed a little bit more light on who I am and why I do what I do. Question number one. You've mentioned in one of your videos that you enjoy helping people. What do you mean by you enjoy helping people? The answer is simple. I enjoy helping people by providing them with the knowledge that they need to be able to help themselves. Knowing better is doing better. Question number two. Why is it important for someone to get their foreclosure sale stopped when they can just simply walk away and start over again? The one thing that every person on this planet has in common is that we all need shelter. Protecting your home, especially if you're requesting assistance from your mortgage company, when something in your life that's beyond your control that will immediately impact on whether or not you're able to maintain your mortgage payments, is extremely important to me, and I'm certain it's important to the homeowner. Just being able to get your foreclosure sale stopped can buy you valuable time where you can utilize other options. Now, not everyone may be able to qualify for a loan modification or some other homeowners retention program. However, the main thing is that you remain in control. You can rent the property or possibly sell that home later. The bottom line is you're in control. Sometimes in life, we actually have to take a step back in order for us to move forward. One of the worst things that can happen to someone is that they be in a position to have to take a step back, but have no clue what they're stepping back into. Question three. What state of mind would somebody be in facing foreclosures when all their options have failed? They're literally days away from the foreclosure auction. Depressed, lost, confused, hopelessness, sometimes even suicidal, just to name a few. I had a husband and wife approach me. They were days away from foreclosure, and they literally approached me asking me for assistance. Now, this is a unique situation because the husband and wife were basically not communicating with each other. I guess the husband was feeling that it was his responsibility to keep the property out of foreclosure and maintain the bills. But the truth is they both had jobs, and unfortunately they had gotten laid off at the same time. Collecting 2 years in unemployment, they didn't realize that they had to pay taxes on that unemployment that they were receiving. So now they have a first mortgage, a second mortgage, and they owe a huge bill to the IRS. That bill, with all the bills, including the first mortgage, second mortgage, and the IRS, took that property to well over $300,000. I listed that property and put it on the market as a short sale for about $197,000. I got an immediate offer on the property, so now I have to start the short sale process. Well, a little time went by. The mortgage company approved the short sale. Once the short sale was approved, I had to take the documents over to the homeowners for them to sign the documents. But while I was talking to them, I noticed that she was detached from the conversation. The husband was trying to get everything done, but he was looking sad. So I asked them, I said, if you can get this situation resolved, because it looks like you guys are not really motivated to sell this home. If you can get this situation resolved and get into some type of loan modification where you can actually afford the payments, would that be something you'll be interested in? They both looked at me and with a smile on their faces and said yes. So I immediately contacted the buyer. I've sold many properties to this company before, so they had no problem, given the circumstances, to say, yes, we'll work with these folks and we'll withdraw our offer and we'll catch you on the next deal. So we immediately started the loan modification process through my Secrets to Getting Your Loan Modification Approved course. Of course, the second mortgage, that modification got approved first, so we're not out the woods yet because everything is really predicated on the first mortgage. First mortgage company came back 3 weeks later and they approved it. Now their payments are super affordable. Between both payments, they were looking at less than $1,000 a month. So they came back and they were extremely happy. So we signed the modification documents, got everything approved. Now it's time to deal with the IRS. So I went down personally with them to the IRS. The IRS agent said, yes, we will work on some type of repayment plan for you. If you can come up with a small down payment, we'll work that out. But the IRS agent also went a step further and literally gave them the opportunity to get their taxes filed with an accountant to see if they can get that balance reduced even further. So this wasn't an option before, but because we physically went down to the IRS and talked to them, they were willing to work out a solution for them. So now their home is out of foreclosure, Both mortgage payments are now very affordable, and they have a resolution when it comes to the IRS, so they both couldn't be happier. When we walked out of the IRS building, I asked them some questions about how were they feeling at this point and what really got them into this situation. The husband was, he was just completely depressed. He said, "David, you have no idea how bad it feels to see your wife struggling, trying to figure out what's going on. She's emotional. She's not really, I was hiding the mail. I felt responsible for keeping these mortgage payments up and keeping the bills up. And, you know, I was withdrawing from her. I wasn't willing to communicate. I was scared I didn't know what to say to her. And the wife looked at me and she said, "David, I felt like my husband just didn't love me anymore. He basically was literally withdrawing from me. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to feel. But at the end of the day, this is our home. We both are responsible for this property. We both had jobs. We both are the reasons why this IRS bill got out of hand. I needed him to include me in what's going on. This is a 2-income household. This is not a 1-income household. So I just felt that he was withdrawing from me. I didn't know if he was messing around with me. I just didn't know what to think. So I was prepared to walk away and move into my own place and just start my life over again without him. But that's not really what I wanted to do. I was so thankful that you came into our lives and helped us get our property saved. And not only is it saved, but it's affordable. This is our home. This is where we've been for the last 28 years. We got this mortgage on this property, trying to pull some cash out, and you know, we just got ourselves in a bad situation. But because you were here to help us is the reason why we're happy to be able to start over again. So you have no idea how people feel in situations like this, and this is exactly why I love doing what I do, is because I love getting the results that I'm looking for. Question number 4, is it possible to obtain a loan modification or a short sale without the borrower's involvement? Now, this is a unique case because I remember when this lady reached out to me. In this particular case, the property was awarded to her from a divorce. She's on the deed, but the ex-husband is on the mortgage only. She's behind on mortgage payments and she wanted to apply for a loan modification, but her ex-husband was not willing to participate. So the simple answer to this question is yes and no. It just depends on the situation, the mortgage company, and the type of loan that you have. Now, first off, mortgage companies can care less about divorce decrees. No judge on this planet can order a mortgage company to participate with a non-borrower regardless to what the circumstances are and who's on the deed. And it really bothers me why in a divorce situation, and I've been an expert witness on many divorce cases where the judge awarded the property to one spouse even though the other spouse's name is on the mortgage. They really should give a warning, and when I say they, I mean the judge should give these people warnings that the mortgage company really don't acknowledge divorce decrees. Whomever signed that mortgage is the one that's responsible for that mortgage. So in this particular lady's situation, she is not on the mortgage. The mortgage company has no obligation to even communicate with her. So applying for a loan modification would be a no in this particular case. However, if the borrower is willing to participate and they were interested in making sure too the property wasn't lost, even though by law they have no obligation to help that person, but they do have an obligation to deal with that responsibility of that mortgage. So just depends on the circumstances. If you can get the borrower who is not involved in the property other than his name being or her name being on the mortgage, you can incentivize them to participate because their credit is being impacted ultimately. But there's nothing saying that they actually have to participate. Lastly, number 5, and this is a unique question. What are some of the things that mortgage companies do that you find disturbing? Many things, but I'm going to start off with this. Misrepresentation. I find it difficult to understand why mortgage companies put on their websites and on their telephone greetings that we're here to help. When you request help from your mortgage company and you apply for assistance and you fill out this long paperwork, you provide supporting documents like bank statements, tax returns, check stubs, and other documents. This process literally takes weeks or even months before the application is complete. The lender sends out documentation to you saying, hey, keep this particular information updated. You call the mortgage company to ask what's the status on the file, all to find out later that the foreclosure process is still going. So one of the things that I find irritating is mortgage companies can stop the foreclosure process to give you the time that you need to get that application approved or denied, but they don't do that. So I find that disturbing. But the main thing that I find disturbing with mortgage companies is that you go weeks or possibly months to get this modification or a short sale or whatever it is that you're working on. You go weeks and you get this paperwork reviewed. It comes back. Now you're days away from foreclosure. Now you get a letter in the mail saying that you've been denied because the investor that owns your loan, that your mortgage company is servicing that loan for, do not participate with any homeowners retention programs. And now it's too late for you to do anything. So the property is in foreclosure. My problem is, and the biggest thing that's disturbing to me is, why didn't the mortgage company tell you that when you applied for the assistance? Better yet, when you first picked up the phone and asked for the assistance from the mortgage company, why didn't they just tell you, hey, guess what? Before you go out and plant any new flowers or do any renovations in your home or whatever the case may be, even though you're making your mortgage payments to us, we are servicing this loan for an investor. So everything you do is going to be, or everything you're requesting is going to be based on the investor's approval. The other thing that's irritating is they don't even tell you who the investor is. They will never tell you who the investor is. So to me, I look at this as misrepresentation. I'm not an attorney, but I know what the word misrepresentation means. And misrepresentation, I believe in this case, is applicable. You're making your mortgage payments to this company, probably been making those payments for years. You're getting statements from this company. They're telling you, hey, anything that you need, if you need any assistance, we're here to help. But why are they not telling you that this loan is not even owned by them? They're just servicing it. So to me, that's extremely disturbing. So if you, this is, and I can go on and on, and let me give you another one since we're talking about it. Another thing I find is disturbing, you're on the phone with a mortgage company and you're trying to get an update on your loan modification package. You on the phone for 20 minutes, then you're being transferred to a department that's supposed to be handling your case. That person picks up the phone, they transfer you to another department. You're on the phone another 10 to 15 minutes. That person finally picks up the phone and you get disconnected. Are you serious? So my thing is the way this mortgage process works, it's enough to really make you angry. But I find several things that mortgage companies do disturbing. I've created these courses and I created my services, and I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy doing what I do because it really makes me, I get in a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment when I'm able to provide people with knowledge that they didn't have before, and that knowledge works out for their favor. We're talking about keeping your home. We're talking about selling your home. We're talking about resolving your real estate drama, which happens to be one of my expertise. I specialize in real estate drama. And exactly what does that mean? You have an address, you live somewhere, you got a property you're dealing with, whether it's vacant land, commercial, residential, and you have some drama going on. Like any of these cases I just mentioned, I have solutions for you. I have created programs and systems to be able to help homeowners be able to help themselves. So that's why I enjoy doing what I do. So if you found the information in this video helpful, informative, or you know of someone that can benefit from this information, please share this video. But most important, if you're watching this video, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this video. Please don't forget to hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I upload one of these informative videos. I transform homeowners' nightmares into their dreams, and real estate dreams into your reality. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good evening.
Kiss your homeowner problems goodbye. David Washington is your guy. He's a real estate broker with the tricks of the trade. Pre-foreclosures, he can save the day. Tell him what's going on and he's on the way. Time to tackle the real estate drama today. Foreclosure prevention, keep your home. Solve the issues going on with your loan. Loan modification masterclass. Learn what to do, you gon' pass the class. Turn your real estate dreams into reality. No more nightmares, now you're living drama free. These the homeowner courses you need, providing solutions so you up to speed. Interrupt foreclosure, learn the secrets, learn the ways for you to keep it. Divorce, probate, even short sales. It's the master class so you know you won't fail. Now, David Washington is the guy. Your homeowner problems, you kiss them goodbye. Yeah.